Hello, Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The Los Angeles Lakers have made a bold move that's already stirring the pot in NBA circles. Amid all the speculation about the team's future, coaching changes, and off-season targets, the front office quietly pulled off a signing that could change the tone of their roster heading into next season. Serbian guard Alexa Avramovic, a name familiar to fans of international basketball, has officially joined the purple and gold. It's a surprising acquisition for many, not because of Avramovic's lack of talent, but because few expected the Lakers to look to Europe for immediate backcourt reinforcements. Yet here we are. The 29-year-old guard, known for his tenacity, defense, and no-nonsense approach on the court, is now part of the most storied franchise in NBA history. This signing suggests that the Lakers are thinking outside the box and aiming to reshape their identity by injecting grit and international flavor into their rotation. Avramovic isn't your typical flashy signing. He didn't come with the viral mixtapes, the big NCAA moments, or the glitzy NBA draft type. Instead, he's the kind of player that earns respect the hard way, through sweat, hustle, and fearless play. Over the past few years, he became one of the key pieces of Partizan Belgrade's resurgence in European basketball, with standout performances in both the EuroLeague and Adriatic League. What he brings to the table is a level of maturity and a work ethic that fits well with a franchise desperate for a spark. The Lakers have often leaned heavily on star power, but in recent seasons, they've struggled with depth and defensive consistency, especially in the guard position. That's where Avramovic enters the picture. He's not coming in to dominate the ball or chase headlines. He's coming to lock down opposing guards, bring energy, and possibly become a fan favorite for his relentless style of play. Anyone who watched Serbia during the FIBA World Cup knows exactly what Alexa Avramovic is capable of. He was a key defensive presence in Serbia's impressive run, especially in their showdown against Team USA. That game, more than any other, showcased what makes him special: his on-ball defense, his ability to pressure elite scorers, and his fearless attitude. When facing the likes of Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards, Avramovic didn't back down. In fact, he seemed to thrive under the spotlight. His performance during that tournament turned heads, and it's no surprise that it opened doors for an NBA opportunity. For a Lakers team that struggled containing opposing guards all year, adding a player who has shown the ability to compete at the highest level defensively might be the exact medicine they need. It's not just about stopping stars, it's about setting a tone. And Avramovic is the kind of guy who sets that tone from the moment he steps on the court. The Lakers' backcourt has been in flux for a while now. D'Angelo Russell has been under constant scrutiny for his playoff performances, while players like Gabe Vincent and Max Christie haven't fully established themselves. With that uncertainty, the addition of a seasoned competitor like Avramovic makes a lot of sense. He's not expected to be a savior or a first-option scorer, but he could easily find himself as a steady contributor off the bench, especially in defensive matchups. Think of him as a disruptor. Someone Darvin Ham, or whoever takes over the coaching reins if changes come, can throw into the mix to shift momentum, apply pressure, and frustrate opponents. For a team with championship aspirations, it's often these kinds of under-the-radar moves that make all the difference in a long playoff run. You need guys who don't need the spotlight to be effective, and Avramovic fits that mold perfectly. His journey to the NBA is also one of perseverance and growth. Born in Čačak, Serbia, Avramovic didn't take the express route to stardom. He bounced between Serbian and Italian clubs, gradually building his reputation as a tenacious defender and clutch shot maker. His breakout came with Partizan, where his toughness and leadership made him a fan favorite. That grit is what impressed scouts and NBA insiders, and what eventually got him noticed by the Lakers. It's a testament to how global the game has become, and how the NBA is increasingly looking beyond the borders of America for talent. Players like Avramovic may not always make the headlines, but they bring a different kind of value, a humility and hunger that fits perfectly in a locker room looking to rediscover its identity. In an era where effort is sometimes overlooked, Alexa brings the kind of motor that coaches dream about. It's also important to look at how his arrival could influence the locker room dynamics. The Lakers have been criticized at times for lacking intensity and defensive cohesion, especially in high-pressure moments. Adding someone who's been battle-tested in the hostile arenas of Europe, where every possession is a war and the fans are relentless, might inject a different mentality into the team. Avramovic doesn't shy away from contact, from confrontation, or from the dirty work that doesn't show up in box scores. That could be infectious. Young players might feed off that energy. Veterans might appreciate having someone who will dive for loose balls and take the toughest defensive assignments without a second thought. Leadership isn't always about being vocal. Sometimes it's about leading by example. And that's where Avramovic thrives. He brings a warrior mindset that could very well ripple through the entire roster. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. Now, the big question is, how will he adapt to the NBA game? It's a different pace, a different level of physicality, and a different style. European basketball is more tactical and methodical, while the NBA favors speed, spacing, and isolation play. However, Avramovic has shown the ability to adjust. His court vision is sharp, his pick-and-roll decision-making is sound, and his defensive fundamentals are rock solid. What he might lack in explosiveness, he makes up for in anticipation and intelligence. And let's not forget, he's 29, which means he's not a project. He's in his prime physically and mentally and ready to contribute right away. He's been through the fire, and now he's walking into one of the biggest pressure cookers in all of sports, playing for the Lakers under the bright lights of Los Angeles. But if there's one thing his career has taught us, it's that he's never afraid of a challenge. The fan base might not be familiar with Avramovic yet, but that could change very quickly. Every year there's a player who surprises fans with his impact. Someone who wasn't a marquee name, but who earns his minutes with passion and purpose. Avramovic has all the makings of that kind of player. He's a fighter, a competitor, and a guy who leaves it all on the court. The Hollywood spotlight might not be what he came looking for, but if he plays his cards right, it might find him anyway. The Lakers crowd loves effort, hustle, and authenticity, and that's exactly what Alexa brings. It might not take long before his name is echoing around Crypto.com arena after a game-saving steal or a lockdown defensive stand. He might not come with the name recognition, but he brings something just as valuable: heart, grit, and a fearless drive to prove he belongs. What's also interesting is what this move says about the Lakers front office. Rob Pelinka and company have been criticized in the past for chasing stars at the expense of depth and balance. But signing Avramovic shows a willingness to think differently, to scout the global game and find pieces that fit the puzzle rather than forcing mismatched stars together. It's the kind of move that championship teams make. Quiet, strategic, and focused on the long haul. No, Alexa Avramovic isn't going to headline the next ESPN trade debate, but what he might do is win games in the margins, a key stop here, a timely bucket there. The Lakers don't just need another score. They need glue guys, they need fight, and they need someone who sees defense as a personal mission. That's what they've added with this signing, and time will tell just how crucial that addition becomes. As the dust settles and the Lakers prepare for another grueling season, the addition of Alexa Avramovic could end up being one of the most important and underrated moves of the offseason. While other franchises throw money at big names or trade picks for headlines, the Lakers may have quietly found a diamond in the rough. Fans will have to wait and see how his game translates to the NBA floor, but the early signs are promising. This is a player who doesn't flinch under pressure, who has competed against some of the best in the world, and who now has the opportunity to make his mark on basketball's biggest stage. If things go right, this could be the start of a beautiful story. A hard-working Serbian guard taking Los Angeles by storm and helping restore the defensive pride that made the Lakers a force for decades. One thing's for sure, Alexa Avramovic is ready for the moment. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.